All right, 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the After the Bell DJs talking WWE. We are recapping our SmackDown from this past Friday in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We have my man David, DJ Squirrel, joining us. What's up, David? How's it going
What's up,
today,
brother?
man?
How you doing, man?
Doing well, man. We had a super busy weekend, so we're finally getting to record this on a Sunday afternoon here. It's about to snow here in PA, so I'm going to be snowed in for the next couple days. David, you're not getting anything in Virginia, right?
I get a little bit where I'm at, but you
Just a little
keep that
bit.
crap up there.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have a wedding today that one of my DJs is doing. So shout out to Will for making that happen. But
Big troubles,
let's
man.
go ahead yeah, let's go ahead and recap our Friday SmackDown opening segment. We had Cody get in the ring and then a little Jacob Fatu interrupting him and Jacob demanding he wants a match with Drew right now. And Nick Aldis comes out. He goes, "Sorry, man, gave him the night off." But little to Nick's knowledge, Drew's just in a suite up there with his belt, just mocking everybody. And no physicality really happened. Jacob got a little angry and just, kind of fake like he was going to go. Nick had to kind of calm him down and be like, I promise you, I'm going to give you your shot. We just can't jeopardize WrestleMania, all that kind of stuff. And, Jacob kind of did his thing where he's just like, I'm not going to wait long. I'll wait, but I'm not going to wait long. So David, do you think they're kind of slow build into that triple threat mania that we've been kind of talking about? What do you kind of think this is going here?
Yeah, I think they are because honestly, I thought the way it was going at first, that they were going to make a chamber match between him and
Yeah.
Drew, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously it didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think they're just kind of building to that triple threat mania. I'm sure that's what we're gonna end up getting with that. So not too deep in the weeds there with that opening segment there. Then the first match we have is Ilya and Tama going at it. Tama wins with a little MFT help per usual. It doesn't seem like any of those MFT guys can win alone. But the interesting thing, the match was solid. Nothing super crazy. I mean, Ilya seems to be the guy that's a great wrestler and just loses every match. He's kind of getting into. Yeah, actually, this is a good thing. I just kind of thought about this. Do you think Ilya is maybe getting into that Miz territory where he just kind of helps build people up?
I don't think yet. I mean, he's still, yeah, remember, he's still kind of newer to
Yeah.
the main
Mm-hmm.
roster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I can see him being a WWE or World Heavyweight Champion at some point down the line too, because like he was huge.
He's got good energy. I like him. Like when he's in the ring, he's got good
Like
energy.
when NXT UK was a thing, he was big over there. And NXT before he got called up, obviously he was a champ.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see it. I don't
Yeah.
think
No.
he's going to get in that one. I mean, but I just don't want him to get stuck in this little rut, like you said, that rut.
Yeah. Because I mean, Miz is basically stuck there. We'll kind of get to Miz a little bit later in the show here. But the most interesting thing after this match, Solo grabs the microphone, declaring him MFTs. They run SmackDown, blah 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 blah, and of course, Wyatt Six. They challenge. Well, I shouldn't say Wyatt Six. Uncle Howdy challenges Solo to a one-on-one match, which was made official. I believe that's going to happen this coming Friday here, right? That's what they did say, right, David?
Yeah,
If I'm remembering
I
correctly,
believe
yeah.
so.
And then so yeah, so let's Solo versus Uncle Howdy. What do you think's going to happen with that? I mean, I feel like Solo's probably going to win it. I really just we talked about it the last couple shows here. I'm just not really sure what WWE's doing with the whole Wyatt Six and all that. What are your thoughts?
Because the big thing Heidi said was leave your leave your family tree in the back
Mm-hmm.
because he
Mm-hmm.
was going to leave his.
Mm-hmm.
So if that actually happens, I see Heidi taking it. They got to get their lantern back. That's just too much signature for the
Yeah.
Wyatts.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically yeah, and it seems like that's the only way this will end.
And honestly, I think it's going to lead to an MFT explosion
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, because I mean they've already been planting the seeds there with
with Tama. And if you
yeah,
notice,
Tama.
Tama's not doing his yeah no more either kind of
Mm-hmm.
deal. He's
Mm-hmm.
like more
Mm-hmm.
serious.
Yeah, I definitely see that coming to a head for sure. So after that match, there we had Jade come into the ring for a little promo. I'm missing Jared on this one. Jade's number one fan. Shout out to Jared. She basically just comes in, does her tagline. She's that bitch. Only interesting thing is as she's leaving the ring, Charlotte Flair's music hits and they kind of have a stare down, which I kind of feel is, them setting up Charlotte Jade at some point. Do you think Charlotte Jade might happen at Mania, or I don't think Elimination Chamber. That's way too close. But what are your thoughts on that, David?
No, not Mania. Just for me,
Just
obviously,
regular.
it's going to get further down the thing, but Charlotte didn't win her qualifying match, so she's not in the chamber.
Well, I didn't mean in like I just meant part of the chamber show. Obviously, not in the chamber itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they've been teasing it, but I think this going to be maybe after. They've been teasing it ever since Jade came up.
Yeah. Because I mean, again, I think we talked about it last show. Jay doesn't really have that many formidable opponents um, to kind of match up and get people excited. Charlotte Flair, I think, would be one of those. Much better than later on in the show when Jay kind of gets confronted by B-Fab and Meechin, and I'm like, let's
Right.
go down this road again. Like these girls, they're no threat. I mean, so I'm just hoping that they're not like, okay, we'll get to Jade and Charlotte. But before that, let's have Jade wrestle Meechin again and then wrestle BFAP. Like, we don't need that. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We're all set. So,
Not,
yeah,
not feeling
WWE.
it.
Yeah, WWE, if you're listening, we're set. We're good. We've seen it. We're all good. We don't need to see that anymore. So then after that, we had our women's chamber qualifier with massive upset. I definitely did not see Kiana pinning Charlotte for that. So it's Kiana, Charlotte, and Nia. Kiana had a moment probably halfway through the match where she like picks up Nia and squats
With
her.
ease.
And I was like, whoa, like the whole arena was like, whoa. And I thought that's okay, cool. That's her moment, Didn't think she was gonna win. I was just like, that's cool though. That helps put her over, makes her stand out. And then sure enough, she ends up pinning Charlotte. And she's in the Elimination Chamber with Asuka, Tiffany, Rhea, and Alexa. Wow. What were your thoughts on the win, the match overall? Do you think Kiana's ready for the spotlight? Give me your thoughts there, David.
I mean, Kiana had obviously she had a good showing. I mean, the fact that she picked that woman up with ease
Crazy.
was impressive to begin with.
I don't think anybody expected that.
I mean, shout out to Lowe's. Lowe's predicted this. He called it.
Yeah, he did. Because he it was funny. I was cutting up some of the clips this morning. He said, Charlotte's the favorite. He goes, but I could see Kiana winning. And I was like, no way.
I
And
mean,
I
Kiana
just
was
thought on paper it was impossible on paper.
Kiana was solid in NXT. I mean, she was I don't know if this is before you started watching her and
It was.
Fallon.
Yeah, I didn't
Her
see
and
it.
Fallon were a tag team and were the NXT
Okay.
tag champ, women's tag champs before they
Yeah,
got rid of that.
NXT I've only been watching for maybe a couple months now. I'm all caught up on that now. But yeah, I'd never seen her in NXT, but very impressive. Very impressive. I mean, she went from I remember that first match at WWE. I think it was Meechin, right? Like pinned her in like a minute. Remember it was like ridiculously quick. That
Yeah.
was her like first solo kind of shot. I think it was on Raw and she got pinned in a minute. I'm like, oh, this girl is just like a waste, and she's just like a mouthpiece for Giulia. That's all I was really thinking. And then as she kind of kept getting some matches, she kept showing a little bit more. I was like, oh, okay. So she's starting to win me over. She's starting to win me over. So,
Bookmark this. We need to clip that right there.
yeah. Yeah, she's starting to win me over. She's starting to win me over for sure. So then we had a little comedy segment, I guess you could say, with Oba and Kit. Kit Wilson comes out, followed by Oba with Oba's little entrance, which everyone loves. I just love not even so much the shoulder shrug. I just love when the whole arena is chanting the
All right.
Oba,
And they're already doing the strut.
Oba. Yeah, it's just like, oh man, like it's great theater. So Kit reads a couple poems. Well, he reads one poem, and then Oba comes over, grabs a mic. He said, that was very good. He goes, read another. And Kit's like, sorry, that's all. I said, read another. He reads another poem. He's like, just so you know, this is old material. So he reads another poem. Oba picks him up, smashes him within a minute, pins him, flattens him. Oba, it's just basically they're just putting Oba over more and more, kind of in that Brock Lesnar kind of he's just gonna destroy everybody. But we'll still kind of we'll get to it a little bit later on. Oba's still kind of deciding between Raw and SmackDown and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what the segment was. Any extra thoughts on the Kit Wilson Oba Femi?
I hit the over. I said it would hit the over just because it do some kind of thing. The bell had rung.
Technically, you're right. You're right.
The poem happened during the actual match, so I hit the over.
That's right. If you missed it, we were taking over under. I think it was 2 minutes, right, or something like that. So yeah, it was over under 2 minutes, and yeah, David hit the over because of the little poem reading session there.
Some kind of stall tactic or something.
Yeah. Too funny. So next we get the a backstage segment with our mystery crate, which I know you have some thoughts about. Now I have a thought about the crate. What if it's another chamber and they add an extra chamber to the Elimination Chamber? Now, the reason I say that, it's been announced that Brock Lesnar will be on tomorrow night's Raw. Why would he show up on the Raw right before Elimination Chamber if he's not going to be on Elimination Chamber? No, I mean, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but the opening's there. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, David?
Well, I think crate-wise, everybody keeps saying Jericho or Danhausen.
I don't think it's a person. I just don't think it's a person.
They're both still showing on the AEW roster. Yeah. I think people just need to get that out.
Yeah.
I did see one that was kind of interesting the other day. I just don't see it. They King of the Ring, like a throne, bringing that back. I was like, okay. King of the Ring's not till like the summertime. I don't see them hyping it that far out. Interesting on the Brock thing. I've seen rumor like some of the IWC talking about he's gonna take out somebody at Chamber.
So has that? So again, if you're just joining the show, never seen the show before, I'm a newer fan, so I don't know as much history. David's a lifelonger, so I kind of lean on him. Has that ever happened where like Elimination Chamber has been going off and then like someone comes in and throws somebody out and takes their spot or anything like that? Has that ever happened before?
I don't remember Chamber, but Brock has somehow, I want to say it was 19, right before COVID, inserted himself in Money in the Bank. Like he was not part of the match. It was already.
Too. See, or for Elimination Chamber. I'm sorry, Cena did that for Elimination.
Well, Cena just declared himself. Like he said, "Guy, I'm."
Right.
But he was one of the 6 already scheduled for it. Like Brock, like during that Money in the Bank.
Oh, during the show.
Like actually during the match, Mustafa Ali was up on the top of the ladder. Lily was touching the briefcase, and Brock's music hit off. He somehow got himself in the match and pulled the briefcase and won it.
So not out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
That Brock could just kind of do whatever. Who's going to stop him, right?
Yep.
I guess that's how you can kind of look at that. But yeah, so that was a theory that I saw kind of floating around there, and I was just like, yeah, what if it is another Elimination Chamber? So could make for something interesting. Could add a little extra star power. Go ahead.
But the funny thing is, your boy Johnny laying on the top of it.
Yes. Yeah, Johnny Gargano. Yeah, we'll kind of get to that too segment a little bit later on. So we had after that we went to back to the ring with Tiffy Time and Alba Fire. No surprise, Tiffany wins pretty cleanly. For me, I don't know how you felt about it. Just kind of felt like a filler match. I mean, Alba did fine, but yeah. What are you kind of thinking?
Yeah, like filler. I think Chelsea's going to be back quicker than people think because they had her, some kind of event they had recently, and she was actually walking around. She's not in a boot.
It almost seemed a little bit kayfabe-ish with like.
I mean, she legit did break like the X-rays. Like
I saw the photo. Yeah, I saw the photos and stuff, but it did seem like a little out of the blue.
I think she can be back quicker than you thought.
Yeah. So we had that match there, and then we cut backstage to Cody and Sammy kind of having a little back and forth where Sammy was like kind of pissed at Cody. He's just like, bro, I saved you from Drew, and then you end up crossroading me and taking it. Like, I've been waiting 10 years for my chance, and blah 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 blah. And Cody basically puts him in his place. It's just like, hey, son, the only person you got to blame is yourself. And sometimes you need to step up and kind of put him in his place. And then Trick kind of comes around. And as soon as Trick comes on screen, you hear the whole arena pop. Just in a backstage segment, the whole arena pops as soon as he comes up on the screen. And Trick basically says, I'm about to go do, Sammy, what you can never do. And kind of, I don't know if that's what kind of triggered Sammy, but Sammy was just like, you know what, let me apologize to Cody. He's just like, hey, man, you're right. I apologize. My question to you is, do you think, I think we might have talked about it before. I kind of feel like Sammy's kind of heading towards maybe going heel and getting a little bit of a backbone to get this championship that he's never been able to kind of get. What are you thinking?
I was leaning that way, but I'm starting to have a little doubt. I mean, he needs some kind of character change. Like
I was gonna say, where are they gonna go with him if they
at least a refresh? I think he is gonna get a shot, but next Mania because it's in Saudi, and that's where he's gonna have his moment.
Here's my only thing.
You got a year to build it to keep him relevant.
But that, so what you just said there, keep him relevant. So there's so much new talent coming up. The Trick Williams, like, I could easily argue he's already surpassed Sammy. You can argue Javon. You can argue Carmelo. Mm-hmm. Like, he's got to do it very, very soon. I don't know if they can wait a full year to kind of have this switch on him if he's going to stay in the mix. If he's just going to be one of these kind of guys that just kind of...
Unless they do a Cena switch, he's a heel or whatever for...
They got to make
the end of the year, and then at the Rumble or whatever, people get behind him and he wins that or something like that kind of deal.
Because he's falling behind, so they got to make the move soon. He's falling behind. And me personally, I love Sammy, so I'm sure you do too. So I'm rooting for him. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they can make it work, because again, we keep talking about it every show with the women's side and the men's side. These youngins are coming up and they're ready and they are crushing it. So it's like, if you've been around for a while and you still ain't doing nothing, there really is no need for you.
And ain't no paying dues like it used to be.
Yeah, for sure. So after that, we kind of said, Trick had that kind of drive-by there, words with Sammy, leads right into the ring. Of course, his music hits, place goes crazy per usual. He's definitely, man, he might be one of, I don't know. What do you think, David? Do you think crowd reaction wise, do you think he's already at that Cody Rhodes Uso level? I do.
Right now, maybe not quite at it, but he's knocking on the door.
I mean, because remember, Cody's has kind of gone down a little bit. You know what I mean? Jay's probably still up there. Although I feel like that's gone down a little bit since he's been doing it with his brother with the tag team a little bit. But man,
Cody's getting the Cena treatment because it's thrown in your face.
He's always went, yeah. No, for sure. But our men's chamber qualifier, Trick Williams pins Damian Priest, goes to the Elimination Chamber. I mean, he impressed per usual. I don't know. I just think he's phenomenal in ring, on the mic. He's got it all. So I'm a huge fan. What do you think of the whole match itself, David?
Overall, I mean, pretty good match. Everybody had their spots. So I make it think. I mean, honestly, I could have seen it going any way.
Yeah, we talked about it previewing this. Like, Trick is just so hot. You had to put him in. You had to let him get in there. So our men's chamber field right now: Cody, Javon, Trick, Randy, LA Knight. Boy, LA Knight seems kind of out of place there, but
that's the one that the rumor that Brock's taking out Monday night.
Well,
or something.
If they want people to hate Brock Lesnar, that's a good person to take out, him or Javon.
Well, the problem with the whole LA Knight, I see where they're thinking, because LA and Cody are the ones that eliminated Brock in the Rumble, but it was during the Yeet session, so it wasn't really caught.
Right.
So I think they just need to punt on that idea, because they didn't get the momentum that they wanted, and it's on their own damn fault for that one.
So my next question regarding this is Trick so over that we can see him getting there for WrestleMania, winning the Elimination
I guess
Chamber.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the final two. I just don't see him at Mania just yet. But it could be that curveball to try to boost ticket sales.
Yeah, man.
Because they still, even with that 25%, not doing good.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. So yeah, Trick Williams, he's the star just keeps rising, man. So after that, we had our backstage segment, which you kind of alluded to, Gargano planking on the crate. I've been enjoying all the little planking on social media that he's been doing lately on the I think it was a cruise ship balcony. I saw, yeah, I saw. But just a little side note on that segment there. Candice basically talks her way into a match with Jordan Grace.
You've been wanting to see her wrestle.
I guess. I mean, I guess I'm gonna see.
They listen. Right? They listen to you.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen her wrestle, so we'll see how it goes. My expectations are not that high, so
she's not bad. She's not bad.
Okay, so you've seen her. Okay,
the problem, I think they're gonna try to build Jordan up.
Yeah,
make it a squash.
I can see that. So next we have next match we had Giulia and Rhea. Unfortunately, this match didn't last too long before Nia and Lash come out to interfere. Basically just kind of adding to the fuel the tag team, matchup between what are they calling themselves? Nia and Lash, do you remember?
The Irresistible Forces.
Irresistible Forces. That's it. So yeah, so we got them and Io and Rhea. That whole battle is still going on. But real question is, man, I mean, I thought Giulia and Rhea was going pretty well before it kind of got disrupted. So what do you think? Did we miss out on a great singles match? I kind of feel so.
I think so, but they're trying to keep them both looking strong. But did you see it was on commercial, the clip of that little face stomp that Giulia did to Rhea?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I'll try to find you the clip and send it. But basically, she Rhea was face down. She kind of pulls her up and then it's stomps her right in the back of the head. And it was nasty. I think she
Oh, you know, I did. Yes, I do remember because I was just like, oh, yeah, I do remember that now.
I think Rhea got a black eye or some bruises out of it.
Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, so hopefully we get to see that again down the road because it was going pretty well. So I'm a fan of Giulia, of course, fan of Rhea. So definitely looking forward to that. And it's just speaking of Rhea, just kind of a matchup I would like to see. I would like to see Rhea and Jade go at it. I think Rhea and Jade would be a good match. And I think that would be a real... Now, that's really going to test Jade because I don't know if Jade's at that level yet. But body type-wise, how they wrestle, I would like to see that. What are your thoughts on a possible Jade Rhea? Would you like to see that? What are you thinking?
I think that would be a solid match. I don't think it's going to be at Mania. I don't think Rhea's going to win. I think that's going to be a tag match for her.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I think Alexa's still my pick for Chamber. And
I gotta say, I feel like the women's chamber is pretty wide open. I'm not sure. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As Alexa's, it's time for her to get her shot again.
Yeah.
And people were behind her. And then I think that will put maybe some tension to it. They'd be really interested to see if she wins the title, how her relationship with Charlotte goes.
Well, I mean, we all know that's coming eventually. That's one thing about WWE is most times you can kind of see between the lines of where things are going to go. But every once in a while, they surprise you, and Kiana James ends up going to the Elimination Chamber. So you never quite know. But I think with any tag team match, tag team duo, I should say, most times, correct me if I'm wrong, David, you know the history more than I do. Most times they end up splitting anyway. Very rarely do they have a Hardy Boys kind of run, right?
Most of the time, because New Day's been together. They kind of teased that breakup before their little heel turn, but they kept them together, kind of deal.
Yeah, for sure. So then after that, we have a little backstage. We kind of alluded to it with Tama and the whole MFT situation. Shinsuke kind of just planting some seeds in Tama's head. It's just like, you don't really need them, man. Like, you don't need this, and you kind of get that inquisitive, like, oh yeah, maybe I don't. So MFT breakup. Do you think it happens before Mania and is included in the Mania card? What are you thinking about that, David?
I could see, especially or something
Like a Solo versus
more
Tama,
signs leading to it,
weird.
especially if Solo loses.
Yeah,
because it's going to start showing. If they don't come out and get involved, like they said, and Solo doesn't win, that's going to show, the fact that his MFT Solo's nothing.
Yep.
Why are we listening to him?
And I do feel like a lot of the guys can do well on their own too. So I don't think they necessarily need the whole. And the MFT thing, it just seems to me like at this point they're just really trying different things to make it work. So they're like, we'll paint their faces, and then we'll do like remember for the entrance they did like the light shining on their faces, like it was real dark and it was just like the beam shining on the. Like they just been trying to get something going with it, but none of it, and you can tell none of it's sticking because they've been abandoning it. Right?
And I hate to say it, but it's a Temu bloodline.
Yeah, it's been called that many times. I've seen the Temu bloodline. Yeah, it's just not where it needs to be with that. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was saying I was just with you. So
yeah. So our main event then, which actually I wanted to talk about this. Should this have been the main event? I kind of feel like the men's qualifiers should have been the main event. Instead, we get
well,
I almost said Kyle Orton over Bears quarterback Randy Orton.
You're in timeout for that
I'm
one.
a football guy. Yeah, I'm a football guy. Right?
You're in timeout.
So we get Aleister Black and Randy Orton. Do you think this should have been the main event?
Well, with it being the main event, like, all right, something else is happening.
Yes, which so what ends up happening in the match is Drew comes out, interferes, so Aleister Black gets the pin on Randy Orton. So basically is making another enemy for Drew, pretty much. So, setting up some Drew Randy action in the future. What are you thinking future wise where that kind of leads and what road that kind of goes down?
It's making me start to think more of a 4-way at Mania.
So 4-way who? Like Randy, Drew,
Randy, Cody, Jacob, and Drew.
That's pretty.
I mean, the fact that Drew, it was no. Why would Drew come out and do that?
Yeah, he's definitely making.
Unless he's like he feels threatened too. It's like Drew doesn't want a match at Mania with anybody.
So I heard an interview on SiriusXM where he said he'll defend the title against anybody but Cody Rhodes. He goes, I'm sick of Cody, and he'll always get the benefit of the doubt.
It's gonna be he's gonna be involved in Chamber. And I think that's what's gonna lead to his, the whole, because Cody's in it, Randy's in it.
Yeah,
it's gonna lead to Jacob coming in or something like that. So
yeah, well, 4-way could happen. So overall, what did you think of the show? Graded A, B, C, D.
C.
I was saying the same
thing. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah, there was a couple spots there, and then like I said, like when it comes to the Randy and Aleister, and yeah, I get it with the Drew setup and all that stuff, but I feel like the men's chamber probably should have been. There was enough bigger things that happened in that show that they didn't need that as the main event. And Aleister Black, no disrespect, but he's just kind of a passing around kind of guy. You know what I mean? It's just didn't really mean anything for him to pin Randy Orton, to be honest with you. It doesn't really elevate him, doesn't really do anything for him because he had the help from Drew. So what are your thoughts on that?
I'm scared which direction, because Aleister's got a ton of potential, obviously. I mean, if it's
but
done
remember
right.
what I always say: if you got potential, these young kids already got it. So, and man, like just on a personal level, I wonder how these guys like the Aleister Blacks and the Rusevs and they look at these Trick Williams and Javon Evans coming in and just like boom, they're like instant stars, and it's just like, man, it's got to be frustrating, you know what I mean? It's just like I've been here for so long, and these guys have been here a couple months, and they're like, hey, they might be in WrestleMania. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Today's business.
Yeah, man, it's whoever's hot. With that said, tomorrow night we got our Monday Night Raw. I believe we should be able to do that live right after the show. You're good for that, right, David?
Yep.
Yeah. And we'll see who else can kind of jump in here for that one. Just to preview it a little bit, we have our final Elimination Chamber qualifier. We got Jay, Bronson Reed, and El Grande Americano. Actually, it didn't list it. That's the OG, right?
Is OG.
Yeah, yep. All right. So, what are your thoughts on that? I kind of feel like they're going to get Bronson in there, but could be Jay too.
Yeah, I'm going towards Bronson.
Yeah. I think he would probably be the favorite, but I could see if they're going to push Jay again, that would be the spot, right?
Yeah. I don't know if
I
he's
just
going
don't
to
know how long the tag team's going to last with him and his brother again.
Yeah, because it's definitely being more about Jay, like we've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's something that's got to be a Bronson. I think Bronson.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Then we have our final women's qualifier: Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky, and Zelina Vega. Yeah, it's basically like Shaq going against two Muggsy Bogues right here. Uh, but I will say Io's more than likely going to win this one.
Yeah, going to Io.
I wouldn't be shocked if Raquel won it. I would be very surprised if Zelina won it. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh no, Kyrie. I thought it was Kyrie in it.
Oh, is it Kyrie? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Zelina's on SmackDown.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Yeah. So it's Kyrie. Yeah, actually, now that you say that, you're right. It is Kyrie. Actually, I wouldn't rule Kyrie out completely. Shout out to ChatGPT for the bad information on Zelina Vega there. But Raquel, Io, Kyrie Sane. I favor Io. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I could like I said, Kyrie setting up some kind of moment with her and Asuka in the chamber, or like Kyrie maybe pins Asuka or something if that happens.
Yeah, I mean that again. We talk about the tag team inevitable breakups. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen coming down the line. And then we have a tribute to AJ Styles. So we got the tribute coming up. I'm gonna assume, although it has not been announced, I'm gonna assume AJ will be there.
Mm-hmm. He's been at the Performance Center.
And if he's there, what are the odds Gunther comes out and says,
"Oh yeah, 100%, 100%."
He's gonna ruin the night, right? Like that people need to start realizing that is Gunther's role. Whatever you love, the thing you want the most, that's what Gunther wants to ruin. And you want to celebrate AJ. You want to give him that big send off. And right as you're about to give him that send off, I have a feeling Gunther's music's gonna hit.
Well, he's gonna be mad because of Dragon Lee costing him. There's going to be something between them two, and I think it's still going to lead to Gunther and Ray at Mania.
Gunther, yeah,
Mysterio.
Yeah, that's been talked about. Now, what if Gunther kind of says something to AJ, and AJ kind of tells him, "Well, I never tapped. You put me to sleep, but I never tapped," and that kind of gets under Gunther's skin, and Gunther's like, I want you in the ring. I demand one more match. I'm going to make you tap. And we get one last match from AJ. I don't know if it's going to happen on Monday, but maybe at an elimination.
Or, no, they ain't going to do an elimination. Or maybe.
That would be cool.
I was
kind of wishful thinking.
I would be okay with that. That way,
kind of wishful thinking.
AJ gets one more Mania.
Yep.
In the States. I hate that his last match was overseas.
But I will say this. I do think it's a little unlikely just because AJ had kind of talked about the full circle of debuting at Rumble and ending in Rumble. I do think it's highly unlikely. Not saying we won't get another AJ match, but I could see getting another AJ match somehow in like TNA, and the TNA ring is where he puts his gloves and boots down.
I'm just scared. They said he was actually training at the Performance Center, which is.
So where did you see that? Online?
Yeah.
Online? I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, like several credible spots. And it won't like a just visiting kind of thing.
We'll see. Imagine that's how the show starts with the AJ and Gunther, and they announce, okay, main event, Gunther AJ tonight. Atlanta would go crazy.
Send him out in the same arena that he sent Goldberg out at.
That too. And then we kind of alluded to it. Another announcement too was Brock Lesnar will be doing something. We'll kind of figure it out. Did you have any extra thoughts on the Brock Lesnar showing up? I feel like he's got to get an elimination. I feel like it's going to be something with elimination.
Unless they take LA out. Unless he does something like backstage or in the ring, just to make it bad where LA doesn't go to the chamber.
So you think like he might attack and injure somebody and then take their spot?
Yeah. I still think it's LA Knight if he does.
Well, when we read through the names, that's the one that stood out, right? Yeah, that's the one that stands out.
And I'm not crazy about him and LA Knight at Mania. It's before you. It's that Lesnar John Moxley on Dean Ambrose vibes from Mania years ago. Mm-hmm. And neither one of them.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, not a good match.
Not good. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think either one of them were into it.
Yeah, LA Knight is just in a weird area for me. I'm not that I'm rooting against him, but I don't know what I'm rooting for. I guess you could kind of say, I'm not rooting against him, but I don't know what I'm rooting for either. So he's just kind of in a weird little spot there. But yeah, so that's going to do it for the After the Bell for our SmackDown recap. Definitely wanted to get this out there. We don't want to miss a single show regardless. So we definitely wanted to get this out there. But we will see you tomorrow night. We'll be live after Raw. Maybe we'll be talking about an AJ Gunther matchup. Who knows? So we'll be looking forward to it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on these posts, comment on all the shorts and reels, all that kind of good stuff. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until then, we will see you tomorrow night. Peace.
See ya.